There we go. All right, let's do this. So come to stand. Apologies in advance if the camera decides to come crashing down. We've got quite a windy day. I'm gonna keep my bag on top of our mat at the moment. So just take it to a nice, easy, gentle jog. I'm gonna get the timer started. And I will let you know what we have in store for today. It's just nice and easy, nice and gentle. Picking up the heels. How's your ankle? So.
It's fine.
Fine enough.
Fine enough.
Take it to a nice, easy heel kick. Lifting the chest, keep the core nice and tight. Just warming up the lower body, getting the heartbeat up. And then we're going to take it into some jumping jacks, nice and easy on the feet, on the toes. Reaching the arms up and over. Take a deep breath in. Three, two, one. Take these feet just outside the hips. Take it into a nice gentle squat, sitting the hips back. Leaves back to join the festivities.
Are you recording?
Yeah, Kenny's on.
Hi, Kenny.
Getting the blood circulating.
Face stretch.
Take a deep breath. And then when you're ready, roll out your shoulders. You can walk around. You can take it into a jog. Whatever you want to do. Remember to breathe. Bring it forward. And then bring it across the chest. So today's workout, we have 10 movements, 1 minute apiece. All core and floor exercises. We're not really coming off the ground too much. 15-second rest in between each exercise, so you get a little bit of a breather when I take you through each movement. Grab water whenever you need it. Open up the hips if you want. They're going to do a little bit of work today too. Just because we're going to be on the floor doesn't mean that our hips aren't going to work, our glutes aren't going to work. All right, one more each side. We'll get started. So, Craig, do you want? We've got a mat underneath. Yeah. Trade. I'll take this one.
Sorry.
No. It's clean but dirty. We wiped it down with a sanitizer. So make sure you have a mat team wherever you are at home.
Sorry, I'm a little coffee, but I've done like multiple lateral.
That's okay. That's okay. All right, so we're gonna come for a seat. I'm just tying my shoes so that it doesn't come flying off my foot. Come for a seat, knees together, legs nice and long. And we have a base kick twist. So we're gonna twist your hands towards your hip, lifting one leg at a time. Dave, I'll let you sit at any, if you want to sit on the edge of the mat. So we've got 1 minute here, leaning back, shoulders are down, core is engaged. Rotating your hands towards your hip. Make sure you twist and rotate to that core and extend that leg nice and long. Hip flexors are going to start to talk to you. So keep your knees soft. And as your hips start to talk, make sure you brace your belly button, pulling it in towards your spine. Exhale as you twist. 2, 1, rest. Next move, we're gonna lie down all the way. You're gonna sit up and punch across the body. So all the way back, all the way down. I'm gonna come off the side of my mat here. Exhale, punch, punch, and then slowly lower one vertebra at a time. Up, exhale, punch, punch. Slowly. If you need extra cushioning underneath your hips, you can grab a towel or a mat, or roll your mat up on one side. Toes are lifted towards brace. Dave, do you want to go side by side so that you've got a mat? No, it's not. Good space for you. 15 seconds on the clock, team. Little rotation of that core as you come up and you punch across the body. Focusing on form. 3, 2, 1, rest. Woo. Take a deep breath. We're coming into a plank. So hands under shoulders, legs nice and long. Now once you're in your plank, we're just dropping the knee one at a time. Option, you can be down on the knees and lift one leg at a time. Here we go. Stabilize through the hips. Want to come to my side? Please. Bring your shoulders over your wrists. Abs are pulled in, belly button is pulled to spine. Nice little knee dip, one at a time, nice and slow. That's going to activate your core, your stabilizers, your obliques, all the abs, pushing through the palms. Shoulders are activated. Shoulder blades are activated. Glutes are squeezing. You've got 10 seconds on the clock, team. Stay with it. 3, 2, 1, rest. Knees come down. We're going to stay in a tabletop position. Hands under shoulders, knees under hips, and go into a fire hydrant. We've got 30 seconds on each side. Knee comes out to hip level, and then we bring it back into the side. Lift and lower. Now you can stay here on the knees and on the hands. If you want to add on, we lift the knees up into a bear and then add that fire hydrant for a little bit more glute activation. Keep breathing. You've got 10 seconds left on this leg. We're going to switch sides in 3, 2, knees down, shoulders back, other leg. Start off with the hip lift, the knee lift, hip level. And then if you want to amplify it, you lift both knees, cover them about 1 inch off of the ground. Squeezing that butt to lift the leg. One side might not come up as high as the other, that's okay. Rest. Woo, shake it out. Single leg glute bridge. We're gonna lie down. Heels towards your bum, feet are flat on the floor. Lift the hips, and then one leg goes up into the air. We're gonna lower and lift. So you can start with just a normal glute bridge, both feet on the ground. And then when you're ready, lift one leg. Knee can be bent or leg can be extended nice and long with a little hip pop and then lower. Doesn't have to drop all the way to the ground. Keep it active, drive through the heel, and shoulders are rolled underneath your back. At the halfway mark, we're going to switch with legs. So place your foot down, lift the other leg up, and drive up, pushing through that bottom heel, squeezing those glutes. Keep breathing. You have 4 seconds left. Breath. Slowly come up, shake it out, and come on to a side plank. Shoulder underneath elbow, no, elbow underneath shoulder, body parts. Legs are nice and long, knee and elbow come together. Now that bottom leg is lifted if you can, but if you need it, bottom leg comes down as a support. Just bending that knee and then kicking your heel to the back. And then the top leg does the work. reaching arm overhead. Elbow connects to knee. Hips are squared off with the front of the room. Or whichever way you're facing, might not be the front of the room. Might be the side of the tennis court. We're going to change sides. Keep breathing. Got 10 seconds left. Rest. Take your time. We're going to come back into our full plank, so hands underneath shoulders, starting with just a toe tap, adding an arm reach. Sorry, did I keep you?
No.
So just start with that toe tap. Nice and easy to start. If you're on the knees, same motion. You can extend the leg out to the side. I'm not coming down on my knees too much because this ground is hard and bumpy and hurts. So as much as a challenge it is, I'm going to keep my knees up. And when you're ready, opposite arm, opposite leg. You're halfway there. Keep breathing, keep reaching, keep the back nice and long, the spine nice and long, chin is tucked under. Abs are pulled in. We don't want that belly to drop too much. We don't want the back to overextend. 10 seconds to go. 4, 3, 2. Take a breather. Nice work. Rainbows, come for a seat on your bum. Legs are going to start to one side, then they come up and over to the other side. Shoulders down the back. Use those palms to support you. Lift and lower. Lift and lower. If that's too much, lower your rainbow. Or you could just do one leg at a time. Keep breathing. Big arch. There's no rush here. Just focus and breathe. Protect your spine. Protect your tailbone. You need that towel or rolling up the mat underneath your bum. Now's the time to do it. Keep breathing. Woo! You've got 10 seconds to go, team. Brace the abs. See if you can extend those legs all the way. Draw that rainbow. Paint it with your toes. 3, 2, rest. Woo! Stretch out those hip flexors. Give yourself a little breather. We're going to come down onto our backs. Arms long, legs long. Reaching opposite arm to opposite ankle. Big X. Painting that X with your hand and your leg. Across the body and lower down. Now, option, draw the knee in. Hand comes to knee. Opposite hand to knee. Still working that core to help lift you up. Just removing that extended lever. Shoulders stay down, back stays flat. Rotating the core, opposite direction. Reaching across. You've got 15 seconds on the clock. Exhale and breathe. Rest. Hug those knees to your chest. Give yourself a little bit of a break. We have one last move on our backs. Lying down, legs straight. They come up right over your hips, slowly lowering down to the ground. Back to the top. Arms come out into a T. Slowly lower, and then lift. Option, knees bent. Toe tap, back to center. Toe tap, back to center. Breathe. Only go as low as you can come back up from. Focus on pressing that lower back into the mat or into the floor. Shoulders are down. Neck is nice and loose. Shoulders are staying away from the ears. And we're controlling that leg movement through our core, not just the hips. Exhale as you pull those legs back up over your hips. Remember that knee bend option is always there if you need it. Little toe tap and then drive those knees back up over the hips. Rest. Hug the knees to the chest. Slowly come up to sit. You have a 30-second break. You are welcome. Take a deep breath. Grab some water. How are you? Let's share it out and share this.
Well, why don't you take that and I'll take the smaller mat. Then you both can fit on this.
I think I'll just jump on my jacket.
All right, team. Whoops. Rest. We're going back to basics. So, wind. The wind needs to stop for a second. So. All right. Legs long. Twisting side to side. Sit on the opposite side of the stage and hold the mat down. Would be great. Rotating, leg nice and long. Remember option, you can draw that knee in if the leg extension is too much. Twisting one side to the other. Exhale and breathe. Now if you want more of a challenge, lean back so that your back is at a 45-degree angle. Dipping those elbows down. Knees to chest, hug it in. Oh. All right, have a lie back. We're gonna come up for crunching crunches. So back nice and flat on the floor, feet are flat. We lift up and punch across the body. Each leg, or each hand. Body parts are hard and you're tired and can't think straight. Breathing. Exhale. Drive all that energy out as you reach across the body. Nice work, Gray. Full extension of that arm. Drive it right back in towards your rib cage. Got 10 seconds left. Cat, cat, cat. Three, two, one. Cat, that's right. Go. You've got plank knee drops. This is not working, so I'm going to pause it for a second. I need to adjust my mat because everything's blowing up in the face. You want this one, Krista? Nah, it's good. Thank you, though. Too many things that are in my way. All right. Plank knee drops. Hands up, one knee at a time. You go in 3, 2, 1. So remember, you can be on the knees or up on the toes. Gaze in front between the hands. Hands are underneath the shoulders. Nice, slow, gentle tap with each knee. barely grazing the floor. Now, as you're dropping those hands, your hips are staying squared off the floor. We're not shifting side to side, we're just dropping one knee at a time. 10 seconds. 3, 2, 1, hold.
No, it's the same time.
It feels longer.
Just does feel longer. Yeah.
Fire hydrants team. Hands on your shoulders, one leg at a time. Let's go. Now remember your option. If you want it to be more of a challenge with that knee, squeezing the glute to help lift. We've got 30 seconds on each leg. Make sure that those hands are underneath the shoulder. You need to make a fist, make a fist. Hold the mat down. Keep breathing. 3, 2, other side. Feet your glutes. Remember the bear option, covering that knee. Maximize the squeeze coming from the butt that's lifting your leg. Your stabilizing leg is also going to start to kick in. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1, rest. Nice work. Shake it out. Glute bridge is next. Lying down flat on the back. Heels are down, feet are flat. Lift into your glute bridge, and then one leg lifts. Up and down. Now, if you want an extra challenge this round, pulse at the top. Little pulses, 30 seconds here. Got 10 seconds left on this leg. Oh, there's the burn. Squeeze right where your butt meets your hamstring. 2, switch sides. Other leg. As a pull or singles. Driving through the heel. Squeezing the glute to help lift you. Remember, this is always an option to keep both legs down. 7 seconds. 2, 1, rest. Knees to chest, give it a hug. Slowly come up to sit. We have a low plank with a leg lift. So elbow under shoulder, legs nice and long, arm overhead, pulling knee and elbow together on top. Use that bottom leg to support if you want to modify. Make sure that you're squared off with your forearm. That's also working to stabilize you. Bottom hip is lifted as high as you can go. 5 seconds here. We're going to rotate over to the other side. And go again. 30 seconds, opposite side. Keep your hip lifted. Use those obliques, those muscles on the outside of your ribs, right beneath your rib cage and above your hips. That's going to help to keep you lifted, running along the side of your body, keeping that core nice and strong, stabilizing. Rest. Knees down, shake it out. Whew. Shake out those arms. We've got one more plank. Low star jumps. So palms flat, legs long, taps, and then we add the reach. Now, you can stay right here, one at a time, opposite hand, opposite foot. If you want to add on, you jump it. 2 feet, 1 arm. Hand lands right in the center of the chest to stabilize you. reaching. Nice work. Looking good, team. You've got 30 seconds left. Take a breather when you need it. Take it back to the little touches. Step touch. Add the reach. Oops. Opposite hand, opposite foot. Core is pulled in, shoulders are drawn back. And if you want to, last 9 seconds. At the hop. 2, 1. Rest. 3, shake it out. Woo. Those. Come to your seat. Legs to one side. Back. Okay, keep the knees bent. If you want, extend those legs long. Hello, breathe. Breathe in all the oxygen. Lean back. You can come to forearms. Or lifted. Oh, my tailbone's like, what are you doing? There's a rock underneath you. About 15 seconds. Stay with it. Holding down the mat. Keep breathing, keep breathing. Almost there. Hold. Woo! Give that a little stretchy stretch. We have X reaches. Legs wide, arms wide, up and across, opposite sides. Take your feet as wide as your hips, if not a little bit wider, and then come up across. Now, if coming down all the way to the ground is too much, you can do this sitting up, just like this, which is where I might sit for the moment to hold my mat down. Feeling that rotation through the core. Flex your foot. We've got 30 seconds to go. Option, knee lift. Bend the knee and reach for it. See if you can tap that ankle. 15 seconds, team. Shake out those hip flexors if they start to act up. And pull from the core. Rotate. 3, 2, 1. Rest. Knees come in to hug you. Candlesticks, last but not least. Legs long. Have a lie down. Feet over hips, drop to the ground. Rise back up. Now, your fingers can come underneath your tailbone to support that lower back, or they can go all the way out wide. And if you, that's going to be harder. You have to keep your back down. If you prop up your hips slightly, keeping a little triangle of your thumb and your forefingers underneath your tailbone, that's going to support your lower back a little bit. Abs in, core tight. Remember, option, bend the knees. Shoulder blades are rolled underneath you. The lower you go, the harder it becomes to get back up. So really push that low back into the mat, squeeze those abs, and exhale to draw those legs over your hips. Rest. Hug those knees into the chest, team. Well done. You got a bonus. Because why not? Oh, my tailbone. All right. 60 seconds on the clock. We're going to come into a reverse plank. See which way I should do this so that my mat doesn't fly in my face while I'm doing it. So, hands under shoulders, legs nice and long. You can bend the knees if you need to. Coming into a reverse tabletop. or legs long, reverse plank. We're gonna draw the knees to the chest, whether you're here or legs are nice and long. If that's not gonna work for you, you can always just sit and draw the knees into the chest with your hips on the ground.
Can you have your hands rotated out like that?
Yeah, I try to bring my fingers towards my butt, but if your wrists don't want to do that, yeah, exactly. If it's okay for you, then fingers towards your butt. If you need to turn them out slightly, that's okay. We got 60 seconds on the clock, team. You ready? Let's do this. 3, 2, 1. Hips up. Knee to chest, knee to nose. If you're in tabletop, or if you're in reverse plank. Try to keep your hips elevated, squeezing. Now, if you're in reverse plank, your toes are lifted and your heels are down. Yep. Keep going. You're halfway there. Drawing those abs in, keeping those hips up. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Push through those hands. You've got 15 seconds to go. Hips are lifted. Pushing through the palms, relaxing the shoulders, keeping that chest lifted. 10, 9, 8. Keep breathing. 3, 2, 1.
Whoa.
Woo! Hug those legs. Give them a cuddle. Let your legs hang out nice and long in front of you. Reach up to the sky. One hand comes down to the side, one hand comes over. Nice big side stretch. Ah, nice. Other side. Smash the core workout, team. Way to go. 30 minutes, hard work, all the core muscles. Bring your right leg or your left leg, doesn't really matter. We're gonna do both sides over one leg nice and long. You're gonna hug it to your chest and then hug it with the opposite arm. So I'm hugging my right leg with my left arm, or if you're hugging your left leg with your right arm, either way. Turning in towards your knee and rotating, giving your torso a little twist. If you want to intensify it, take the elbow outside of that thigh. We're going to just unwind, switching sides. Opposite leg goes long, opposite knee comes over the leg. Give it a hug. Back hand is there to support you, fingertips away from you. If you want that extra bit, take the elbow outside of the knee. Beautiful. Crisscross the legs. Come in to a nice, tall, seated position. Shoulders are down. Big inhale up. Exhale, clasp your hands behind your back. Open up the chest. Bring it the opposite direction. So press your palms away, tuck your chin in, reach forward. And release that. Take a big inhale to the sky. Exhale down. One more inhale, all the good stuff. Exhale, all the bad stuff. Smashed it. Well done. Well done, Kenny. Well done, Dre. Thank you guys for being here. Hope you have a wonderful rest of your Sunday. And hopefully we see you again next week. Well, we're here next week. Okay?
Sure.
Take care, Kenny.